thank you. Welcome to another episode of Humidor Sports and Cigars, where we talk real sports, smoke cigars, and do what we do. Talk crazy. Y'all know the panel: KDL, Ben, Danny, myself, Lucky Lefty, and our special guest today, Mark. Give it up for my man, Mark. And one of our returning special guests, one of the family, LG, is back in the building. All right. So we know the big story in Chicago right now. The Cubs on the brink of the World Series.
Yes! Go Cubs!
It's right there. If they win tonight, it's over. They got 2 chances at it. So let's get it popping, man. So we're gonna kick it off with LG. What you got to say about them Cubbies, man?
Well, you see, I got my White Sox hat on. I'm a diehard Southside guy. But all that being said, I'm still a Chicago guy too. Cubs win, lose, I'm indifferent about the whole situation. But one thing I do think is they're going to have their work cut out for them next game because they got one of the best pitchers in baseball facing against them, Clayton Kershaw.
Kershaw tonight,
bad, man. He's like dynamite. He has a nasty slider, 94 miles per hour fastball, placement like Greg Maddux. And the only thing about it that's going in the Cubs' favor is that they are going to be at home. So, wish the Cubs well, win, lose, whatever. Sox fan, go Bears.
Okay. Danny, what you got to say, man?
Hey, man. When they went down 2-1, I think that was the best thing that happened to them. Okay. It was a good check for them.
Okay.
It was a good check. When they came out and exploded for them 10 runs, I mean, they convinced me it ain't your granddaddy Cubs, man.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, man, I'm a Sox fan, but I'm a Chicago fan all around. I root for anybody from Chicago, man. I think your boy, he is a bad boy out there, Kershaw. He a bad boy. I think they're going to get him tonight, though. I really do.
Okay, Danny got him going tonight. Danny got to go tonight. Where you at, Mark?
I'm a Chicago fan, just like LG. I support all Chicago sports. But this is not a fluke. Cubs had the best record in baseball, so they deserve to be where they are, and they showed that. In sports, everybody's going to have, bad games. They had 2 bad games, shook it off, came back, 10 runs. So I'm going with the Cubs.
All right, KDL, what you at?
I think the Cubs win tonight. Bats are alive. Kershaw is that dude, but I think they get to him early. I think the bats have awakened. I think when you win a championship, you got things that go your way sometimes. Gonzalez was safe. Carl went to the Cubs.
Right.
I think stuff goes your way. Couple calls. During that series.
Take time.
Couple things go your way when you're on the path of a championship, man. I think the Cubs win tonight.
You got the Cubs?
I think the Cubs win tonight.
Where you at, B?
I'm like everybody else. I'm just a kid from the shop. I'm a Sox fan like LG, but I rep my city. Die-hard fan. Cubs. Even though they're going up against Kershaw tonight, I think they're going to beat him up tonight because everybody hyping him up. He got a lot of pressure coming into this game. And the bats are clicking right now. And like Danny said, when they went down, they put their back on the ball. They had to show improvement. They need something to play for because they've just been balling out all year long.
Yeah.
If you don't get nothing, you don't have nothing, a challenge in front of you, you can
Yeah, the whole one is just pretty much
right.
relaxed.
You can relax and you get chill, you get complacent. But once they got their backs against the wall, you see what they do. Like you said, it ain't your granddaddy Cubs. I mean, they balling out, so I say the Cubs get this one tonight.
I got a question.
By the way, man,
All right,
I think
hold on.
I got a question for the panel. Do anybody know how Cubs do in cold weather? Is there a difference between them in cold weather as opposed to the warm weather?
They've been balling all year. They've been balling all year.
They ain't been playing cold weather.
They started out, they had the best record pretty much all year. So
This type of cold weather is different from the beginning of the season cold weather.
You will see.
Okay, so check this out. Check this out. Well, I'm gonna go against y'all a little bit. I think Kershaw beats him tonight. I think the Cubs win it tomorrow, Sunday night, Game 7. I'm gonna go that route, but I do got the Cubs going now. With that being said, we already the Cubs gonna go. But on the other side of it, the Cleveland Indians, man, they only lost 1 game. So if the Cubs do go, they gotta play them boys. And the Indians remind me a lot of the 05 White Sox.
They got home field too.
And they got home field advantage.
Which I think is ridiculous. Baseball needs to change that, man. You cannot have a team that's won over 100 games go on the road versus the team.
It's definitely bullshit with the All-Star game.
Yeah,
That's
Base
bullshit.
it over exhibition.
Baseball different, man.
That's crazy,
It's
man.
different
That's
when
ridiculous.
it don't matter where you at.
That's
man.
ridiculous.
It don't matter where you at. in
Well,
baseball,
was it a disadvantage with the 2-3-2 format for the Dodgers? Isn't it really a disadvantage to say you have to win
Not really,
three
you still
straight
got
games?
to win your home games, though. So it's
Yeah, but three straight, and they were
The
back to
NBA
back
do
to back games.
NBA do it.
The NBA got rid of it.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
In the
So-
only in the championship game.
Yep.
It's
Right.
2-2-1-1-1 in the championship.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying isn't that a disadvantage for a team, especially like the Dodgers, who they're not as deep pitching staff wise. So outside of Kershaw and Hill, they threw what 2 young rookies up there,
And they got
Beat.
and they beat them down. So now they get,
Yeah.
and now on the other side of it, they can't even save Kershaw for Game 7.
No, you got to go with
That's
it.
a lot of pressure on him too now.
But
It is a lot
There's a lot of pressure on Kershaw.
There's a lot of pressure
And
on
he's been the
him.
greatest. He hasn't been the greatest playoff pitcher.
Mhm.
He's been good regular season wise. He hasn't been the greatest playoff
Well,
Right,
pitcher.
right.
This
They
year,
beat up on them in the regular season.
Well,
So
they-
they like they can't beat
yeah.
them.
Kershaw
But the
mowed him
best
down
alive.
last game, though.
Yeah,
The best alive now.
And
So it's a
Kershaw in the
difference.
playoffs has been, he's been.
Well, right
he's
now
been
it
good.
just shows what the manager steps in, and it really shows what manager is doing what and how he's doing it. Because they could have came back and brought Kershaw back to
For 5.
pitch again,
Yeah.
but they decided to give him rest and bring him
If
back.
they would have went up 3-1, I think they would have brought Kershaw back Thursday.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But
didn't.
the
Go ahead.
manager,
He
the
did
whole
right.
management section is really showing now.
Right.
It's about the brains now.
Okay, that's
He did.
okay. That's a
He did
good
right,
point.
man.
So
Game 6, he did right.
okay,
Yeah.
on top of that, so say the Cubs win it, and they do lose. They get the NL pennant. They do lose in the World Series. Is the season a disappointment?
Nope.
Is the World Series a bust? Or are we happy with it
For the Cubs,
for the Cubs?
it's World Series of bust for the
It
Cubs.
got to. It got to.
I
has to be
agree.
World Series
I agree. It
bust.
got to be World Series.
It
a
has
bust.
to be.
That,
You know, they got
to work
I
this
compare
ball.
that to Golden State last year. You had the 73.
That's record, right? You gotta
It
win.
was a fucking bust.
Mhm.
Period.
I
Yeah, it was.
disagree.
It was.
I disagree, and I'll tell y'all why. Golden State had already won the championship, so they were going for back-to-back, and they lost. They were up 3-1 in the finals and lost.
Yeah, but 73-win season.
They was
though.
going for the greatest
73
team.
win
But
season.
it's
They
like
already-
you
they
do
already
in the
had-
NFL.
They going for
already
You go
had a
15
championship.
games,
Only thing
Right.
with
that's
that
your
though,
big show and lose.
Here's my comparison. They already had a championship, though.
I got it. But
The
you
Cubs
going
have
for
not
history
appeared
now. You
in a
going for
World
history.
Series since 1908.
History, buddy.
This is it'll be
History.
kind of a disappointment if they don't win it because they expected to win it.
History.
Right.
But just getting there, man, that's a successful
yeah.
season.
Yes.
Nobody remembers the runner-up. Nobody remembers the
Right,
runner-up.
nobody gonna remember
Nobody
that.
remembers the
And
runner-up.
they always gonna talk about the
Okay.
Cubs in the downward.
But if you get there and you're
Downward fashion.
Cubs, that's not successful.
But
It's
Kev,
successful.
what
What
did
you
you
saying
just
that?
what did you just say? 106 wins since they won the World Series, right?
Since they even appeared.
Since they
Yeah,
appeared.
Period. One, same thing. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
to
So
get
they
there-
gotta win. They have to win to break that curse and all of that other stuff.
So-
Steve Barman, the
right.
GOAT,
So y'all
all
don't think
that
getting
shit.
there is no
They-
accomplishment?
they-
I said
they-
accomplishment. It is an
Wasn't it a
accomplishment.
disappointment? Wasn't the pressure there? Wasn't the pressure there to win it this year?
Yes.
But I don't think
They're
them-
the favorite.
at all.
I don't think them young boys.
Right.
I don't think them young boys got pressure on them though. They don't even remember that. These all young boys.
all
man.
young
boys.
They ain't got none of that pressure on them. They don't even remember that, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Which
They
to
playing with house
me,
money.
this is
But
a
I think you
successful
can talk
season
about
if
the
they don't win.
organization. Not talking about the players,
They
you talking about the
shouldn't.
The
organization.
organization
Don't win it.
gonna feel
Ain't no
good
just
regardless.
down year.
But when it comes down to making history, man, do you understand? If they win this, Madden, that whole team, man, they write their ticket on anything.
Agreed.
Yeah, in Chicago.
You took the Cubs
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
to win it? Come on, man. I'd be walking around just slapping people. Just slapping boy.
That's the whole thing
That
about
thing
the
gonna be the
pressure.
genius, though. He
About
gonna
the
be the
pressure
genius.
being on them. You saying the young boys don't know nothing about the pressure. All they got to do is turn around and look in the stands. And that's
You
what
can't
they
do
say.
that, though.
You can't do that, though.
Oh, they know.
But the
they
Cubs
understand
sell
they
out. The
fan
Cubs
base.
when they had to
They
lose
fan
the
base
season
is up.
sold out seats.
You know.
Right.
Right.
But the Cubs fans a different breed, man. Cubs fans
If
are
you
a
go by
different breed,
ticket
man.
prices and ticket sales, Cubs never had a bad season. Ever.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
well,
Ricky
gatewise.
That's why
Yeah.
they can pay what they want. They can
Yeah.
do what they want.
All right, guys, and on that note, and we're going to take a break. Be right back. Humidor Sports and Cigars. Get at us. Yo, what's up, my people, man? It's your man, Lucky Lefty, Humidor Sports. Hey, just here, breaking news. Humidor is going live. Live podcast, man. We gonna coming soon, real soon. Be on the lookout. Live podcast hosted by my man Danny and Pat, who couldn't be here today. But look, the show is gonna be off the chain. Special guests. You're gonna have the panel stopping through. Myself. You're gonna have KDL. You're gonna have B, Lady Les. Everybody gonna be stopping through the show. But it's a live podcast, man. Y'all gonna get predictions. Y'all gonna get all the up-to-date news.
No doubt.
We're gonna do it, man. So there it is.
No doubt, no doubt. You know you love the show. It's gonna go to a whole new level. Coming real soon. I'm trying to tell you something. You know, we doing big things over there at Humidor. Believe that.
Live, baby. Live podcast coming at y'all, man. Get ready.
Better Rick.
Holla back. Hey, yo, welcome back, Humidor Sports. Just got to talk about those Cubs, man. Good luck to those guys tonight, but we are in the middle of the NFL season. A lot of stories. The big one this week, the kicker of one of our panel's favorite team is out here beating on his wife, Josh Brown. So there's a trending topic, so let's get into it, man. It's a big story, so I'm going to let KDL lead it off since them his people.
First of all, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that he's even still suited up as a New York Giant. That's my team. However, it's ridiculous because Mr. Mara, who was the owner of the Giants, knew about this because Josh Brown told him. The NFL knew about it too because his wife told the NFL security about an incident at the Pro Bowl. So the NFL and the Giants knew about this. They came together and gave this dude one game. Now some information then leaked. Somebody leaked his information about his journal that he admitted to beating his wife. So now they had to snatch him off a plane. Giants play in London this weekend. They had to snatch him off a plane. He can't play. The NFL's put him on some list.
Commissioner exempt list.
Yeah, which means you can't play. So the Giants now have to turn around and fire him. Here's the hypocrisy. Ray Rice can't get an interview based on a video that we don't know what that was going on. It probably was, whatever. But
No, you
the
knew what was
reaction-
going on.
He straight up dragged up off the elevator.
But
I'm not that clean the
But I'm just saying per se, you don't know that until you see the video.
That's when they first go around, either.
Well, I agree, but you don't know what's going on. The reaction to Ray Rice was nationwide. The reaction to Josh Brown is entirely different.
Is it because it's on video, or is it because
Absolutely.
could it be a black-white thing? We
I
talk
think
about race.
I think it's because of the color of his skin.
Okay, let Danny, go ahead, jump into it.
I think it's both though. I mean, listen, Ray Rice, you can see him knocking this girl clean out, man.
Right.
That matters. To women, that definitely matters. Not to say that, not seeing it don't matter, but I think it's that and the fact that he is a white boy. That matters too, man. You got Greg
Of
Hardy.
course it matters.
You got Greg Hardy with the same thing,
Yes.
and Ray Rice,
Yep.
and now they're done. They won't get another chance. And it's finally, Goodell done stepped in and put him on this exempt list. Now you ain't got no choice. The Giants bogus, man. They should not let that boy suit up
Agreed.
from the
Right.
very beginning.
He's practicing
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
day,
I'm backing him on. I'm backing him. That's our guy. If he was black, ain't no way in the world that happens, man. Let's just
Agreed.
call a spade a spade.
Come on with it, B. What you got?
All right, check it out, man. When it comes to New York, Kev know him. I got a disdain for them. However, I've been telling him before the season started, that locker room is fucked up. They are all over the place in the locker room, starting with the quarterback,
Eli threw Odell under the bus this week,
the
too.
coach
receivers,
too, though.
the
Yeah.
receivers, everybody. That whole locker room is fucked up. Somebody need to go in
It's
there
not a-
and give them all 30 lashes.
It's
And
not a
if they
topic
start
about the
screaming,
Giants
then
locker
you
room.
give
We're
them.
talking about Josh
We
Brown.
talking
Please
about
stay
the
on
whole
topic.
team is in disarray. The whole team
You
is
be
jacked
starting
up,
on the
man.
Bears locker room, by the way.
The whole,
Think about the Bears.
the whole team.
Think about the Bears. It's about the Giants.
But we've talked about
They
Josh
all
Brown.
jacked up, man.
Okay, hold on.
They all jacked
Hold
up.
on, what you got, Mark? What you got?
The whole thing, I think the media played a big part in it because when Ray Rice hit, it was on every sports center.
Right.
Josh Brown hit, you ain't heard nothing. I heard about it last night on my way to my league night, and it was on 670. They had Acho, linebacker, who's actually a union rep for the Bears.
Okay.
And I side with him. It's like wrong is wrong. If it's wrong, I'm gonna speak up about it.
Right.
Dude was wrong. The organization was wrong how they handled it. NFL was wrong because they didn't take any part in it. I do think race played a big part in it, but I also think because they kept it quiet, it never flustered.
Okay.
That's why.
LG.
You know, I don't know how much race actually played a part in all of this. With the Ray Rice situation, he was suspended for a couple of
It
games.
was up in your face.
And then it came back and they showed the videotape to America. And then that's when the whole entire uproar happened and they just said, well, fuck it, we ain't fucking with Ray Rice no more.
Right.
What's the name of the linebacker from San Francisco that the Bears got in the
McDonald.
offseason?
McDonald, Ray McDonald.
Ray McDonald. This motherfucker. His wife stuck her head inside the car and he rolled the window up on her and drove down the street about a block.
Like Players Club and Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he did to his wife.
And the Bears found out about it and cut him.
And cut him.
They
So
had
the
to.
NFL
They had to.
they
They had
really
to.
cracking down.
But the
on
thing
this
is,
domestic
Fangio
violence
knew.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Fangio knew before he brought him there what was up.
Exactly.
And he still brought him there.
Still
Then
brought
when the Bears found out about it, they cut him immediately.
They cut him, yeah.
Okay, so that's-
NFL is
the defensive coordinator knew
crack down
what was
on
going on.
the domestic violence.
So let's play devil advocate. I look at it like this. It's a fucking kicker, number one.
Right.
It's a kicker.
True that.
So do you really want to cause that big of an uproar
About a
over a kicker? I didn't know the Giants' damn kicker name until this came up. You couldn't. I didn't know who he was. So I mean, I can understand like the big name players, the players that are out there and open, but it's the kicker.
Hey,
Like, do we really want to have the women's associations marching down on the NFL
It doesn't
over a
matter
kicker?
who it is, man.
But I'm just saying,
It don't matter if it's the water boy.
I get that. I'm not saying he's right.
Water boy.
It doesn't
I'm saying
matter.
I'm in the NFL. I'm like,
Whoever
it's a
dropped that
kicker.
dime,
But my thing is,
It's
what if he was a black kicker?
Ain't a lot of them.
Entirely
I'm
different
just saying,
reaction.
but if he
That's a
was
lot.
a black
You got a
kicker,
good point.
he would have been out there.
Entirely
Good
different
point.
reaction.
Good point.
The NFL cracked down on domestic violence.
Period.
it don't matter.
Doesn't matter whether he's
Right.
No matter what position.
So what they were saying was, we're not going to stand for this. Any player that's involved, you automatically suspended 6 games, whatever, right? The NFL and the Giants knew about this cat, man.
Business.
They would have had
On
to
the field.
suspend him. They would have had to say why they suspend him. You can't say steroids. You a
Well,
kicker.
well,
they
say why
did
you got to
suspend
suspend
him.
You ain't taking steroids
They're about
as a
to. Well, they
kicker.
finna kick him out.
you know,
But he done had the Giants
Well,
knew
here's
about
the
this
switch
shit,
on
man.
that.
They knew about it. This ain't the first time this done happened.
More importantly, the NFL knew about it.
The NFL knew about it. Here's a
And
switch.
Goodell
though.
talking about some.
They-
It's a touchy subject.
His original suspension was 9 games.
Right.
And they reduced it to 1.
Went from 9 to
Which
1.
means if his original
huge. That's
suspension
huge.
was
That's
9
huge.
games, that means they knew about it, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they knew about it.
So
That's it. But also at the same time,
Are you surprised that
I'm
your
just I'm
I'm
just
shocked at my
Are
team.
you so,
I'm just playing with that was
I'm really
you should be devastated.
I'm really shocked at Mr. Merritt.
You should take that bullshit off right now.
No, it's actually not bullshit.
Somebody get a garbage can and let him
It's actually not
burn
bullshit.
right now.
Burn that motherfucker.
Burn that
Burn it
motherfucker.
right now, right here.
shots fired.
It's actually not bullshit. What's bullshit is what's going on at Soldier Field.
Here we go. Y'all always going back.
We gonna stay on your team. You can't take the pressure.
I am shocked at the Mariners because they're one of the top organizations in the league. The
Why
Mariners,
you say
the
that?
Roonies, stuff like that. I'm shocked at
Let's
them.
not compare them to the Roonies now. Let's not compare them to the
I'm not
Roonies.
comparing
Please
them.
not
I'm
do
just
that.
saying the Mariners, the Roonies, your Robert Kraft, your Jerry Jones is
That's very
top
subjective.
in the
Okay, hold
league.
on. But
That's your
okay,
opinion.
Top owners in the
I
league.
don't think they.
Look at
They
this
run the
one.
league.
Hold
That's
on,
your
hold on,
opinion.
hold on,
They
hold
run
on.
the league, bro.
Hold on.
It's the certain owners that run the league.
Look at it from a certain view.
I agree.
Look at it from a certain view when you're talking about the whole domestic violence thing. Kind of last season, you know, that season when all that went on, shit was crazy in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
You remember, right? It was crazy.
Last
Ray Rice,
It was crazy.
Hardy,
Back to
Ray
basics.
McDonald, all this,
Right.
and Andrew Peterson with his kid and all this. So they finally got a year apiece, but they didn't have to deal with that. And now this come up. I'll go back to it again. It's a fucking kicker. We're not gonna get all riled up over this kicker. So yeah, they should have kept him suspended, but they would eventually
But
have
you
to
gotta
say
get-
why they suspended.
But you got to get riled up over the.
I'm looking at it from the corporate side of it. If I'm a corporation, I'm like, look, we ain't finna rile this up over the
But you got to
goddamn
rile it
kicker.
up. You got to rile it up because of what he did.
It wasn't a riled up
That's
until
all
you
they
did
did.
what you supposed to do.
Right.
Go on there and cut that
You
cat.
got to rile up
Cut
because
that
of
cat.
what he
He
did
better
and what
be
you
a kicker.
so-called
I
cracked.
agree. It should be cut.
You can replace
Look,
him.
I'm just playing. I'm playing the shield.
You know what? I'm
right now.
offended
playing
by
the
that shit
shield.
you got on right now. I'm not talking
And let's
about
not act like they ain't know the Bears kicker though.
So look, speaking of the
I
Bears,
can't even look at you, kid.
since Kev want to roll with the Bears, let's talk
And they
about
want
it.
saying
Let's talk about it, man. It's a tough season right now.
They could have picked up Robbie Gold.
Hoyer just
That's
went
what I'm
out.
saying.
Hoyer just went out.
He gonna ball out too.
He showed.
1-6 right now. Bears 1-6.
Y'all 1-6. Y'all won one.
All right, one.
Come on, man.
Oh,
1-6. All right, LG.
Now,
Give us your thoughts. Where we going the rest of this year with the Bears?
The rest of the year for the Bears. Well, looks like we're going to continue with our rebuilding. We're on our third quarterback, which is a player that hasn't played in the last 2 years, Matt Barkley. We got two hurt running backs. I think Jordan Howard's hurt. That's why Kadeem Carey is getting a lot of carries now.
He ain't 100%.
We missing. We got hurt wide receivers.
Sound like
And
a lot of
Boyle is
excuses.
out.
A lot of
Hey,
excuses.
no, it's not excuses.
No, that's
It's what's
reality.
happening.
That's
That's
It's what's
reality.
going on.
Giants
Giants been hurt the last
going
couple
on.
years. Nobody cried for them.
And we're not even talking about the defensive side.
Because nobody likes them.
You know,
Nobody
we got
like the Bears.
a replacement kicker. It's a lot going on, man, on John Fox's plate right now. So I think they're just going to continue with the rebuilding process and try to get a high draft pick. You know, squeak out some games for the rest of the year, evaluate talent, and that's what we have right now.
Okay, here's a question, Mark. Do John Fox survive this next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has to.
Without a doubt.
You don't
It's too
survive?
many. It's too many good head coaches that's going to be available.
He's not Mark Tressel.
But I will say this: it's going to take more than 2 years to fix a debacle from 6 years.
Say that again.
Right.
So
What?
it's going to take more than 2 years.
What is it though?
Well, it's a debacle. It is. It is. But you know, I'm a Bears fan through and through. Go Bears, them boys. But it's going to take time. You can't. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be a quick fix. We need to get some players in the pipeline. We don't have any development of players. Period.
Danny, what you
Yeah,
got?
I agree.
For me, my man said rebuild. The minute you hired John Fox, it was not a rebuild.
Right.
John Fox is not a coach to
It's not a
rebuild.
rebuild.
It's not a rebuild.
Right.
Now it's a rebuild.
Right.
So if they don't bring him back, go get you a young and upcoming coach to rebuild, because they brought in players thinking they can actually compete. The reason I think John Fox do make it is because he inherited Jay Cutler. He did not want Cutler. Now that they can get rid of Cutler this year and don't take a big cap hit, it's time to rebuild. But John Fox is not the coach for a rebuild.
Okay, so the Bears got rid of.
Okay, hold on, LG. Hold on. We're going to come back. About to go to break. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to continue with Bears and more NFL talk. Humidor Sports.
For all you cigar connoisseurs, you can reach us at humidorsports@gmail.com or search us on Facebook, Humidor Sports. Any establishment, we are there to serve your every need.
Cigar shops. We will bring our following to your establishment. We will pump up your business because we got a huge following. We smoke sticks. We get around. We've been to several establishments already. Come hang out with us. We'll hang out with you. That's how we do.
Check us out. Coming at you.
Ladies, don't be sleep. It's hot.
Ladies, come out and party with us. And fellas, I know you're going to come out because y'all like the sticks. There's ladies out here that smoke the sticks too. Come on out. Come to our events. We have a ball. We smoke sticks. We talk sports. We do it all. We talk about everything. So anybody that wants advertisement with us, come on. Give us a email. Look us up on Facebook. We'll reach out to you. We'll make this happen.
Welcome back. Okay, man, we left off talking about the NFL since we are in the heart of NFL season, talking about Chicago's own Bears. It's been a disappointing season. We left off with LG, so LG, come on with it, man.
We was talking about the Bears rebuilding, saying that John Fox wasn't a rebuilding coach, saying that he was more of a turnaround coach. But when they hired John Fox, before that they got rid of the general manager, they got rid of the offensive and defensive coordinator, secondary coach, they got rid of the linebackers coach, and they got rid of the personal trainers.
Total clean house.
So it was a clean house. So if that doesn't define rebuilding, I'm really not sure what does. The Bears were in rebuilding mode a couple of years ago due to injuries, due to some player losses, meaning Robbie Gold, piece of Robbie Gold. We miss him as a kicker.
Thank you.
And other players
like that man
they
did.
lost.
We got it.
So that defines
for real
a
thing.
strict rebuilding mode that the Bears are in. A couple of little speed bumps along the way, injuries, that kind of thing. We're putting ourselves in a position to get a really good draft pick this year coming up. And we just gonna take it from there. That's all we can do.
All right, B, what you got?
Listen, everybody talk about rebuilding. I won't say rebuilding because it's not like the Bears are getting blown out, man. They playing for Fox. They giving it all. The defense, even if we got these injuries and so forth, everybody is balling out for Fox, and I like that. The one piece that needs to go, we all know is cut. He has to go. We bring in a decent, great quarterback that's coachable.
Let's not say great. Please don't say great though.
You should say great when anything that's attached to the
When
organization.
you say
I'm
when I'm saying great, I'm talking about one of these fresh, these new young like Dak Prescott. Bring in somebody like that. He's gonna be great. Tony Romo won't get his job back. I'll put that out there now. But the Bears are they there because they don't lose until the fourth quarter where they can't score because the offense ain't got that quarterback to get that ball downfield in the right positions. That's all it is.
They haven't scored the first 3 quarters.
Well,
That's
hold
not
on. And then,
That's not true, man.
And then just to build
Kick a lot
on
of field
stats, just to build on
Kick a lot of field goals.
B
You said
You don't
point.
score touchdowns.
Hold on. Just
Kick
to
a lot
build
of
on
field
B.
goals. You don't score touchdowns.
Just to build on B point about the fourth quarter thing. You know, I go to the training camps down in Bourbonnais, and I see they practice. They have one practice a day in the morning where they're not doing like drills and things like that. They're doing walkthroughs. They're not doing what do you call it, building your cardiovascular and that kind of thing.
So that's coaching though, right?
That's coaching.
Right.
They're getting a lot of injuries. Injuries due
man.
to the lack of off-season workouts, and they're tired in the fourth quarter. So they could be
Defense is tired.
They're tired
That's
in the
not
fourth quarter.
coaching though.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm gonna
conditioning.
finish my point.
And that's training
but
camp.
ain't the other
And that's
teams-
one of their training
ain't
camps.
the other teams doing the same thing?
That has nothing to do with the Bears.
We watching the game. We watching the game
But all-
only
but all
from the
teams
fourth
are
quarter
doing it.
because they still have a chance.
Hold on,
They have a
let
chance in that fourth
defense,
quarter.
let
They in the fourth quarter we have chances, and we not getting them chances because the offense ain't clicking. Due to
We blew
injuries and
leads
so
in the
forth,
fourth
man.
quarter this
We
year.
in blew them leads. We are in there. It's just a matter of time.
You're
man.
not
Okay.
always leading though.
Okay, so let's
We're there.
let's
Three
close
games
out
we
Bears
was
talk
leading
with
in the fourth quarter. 3 games.
let's close out
One of
Bears
those
talk
games,
with
16-0. One of them games, 16-0. And we
Close
still
out.
Last game, yeah,
Let's close out Bears talk with who ain't spoke yet.
No, we gonna skip that.
Come on, Trey. Don't give him a chance to talk about the Bears, man.
Let him have it. Go ahead, go for it.
First of all, the Bears.
Don't bust his head when y'all
Don't
see
say
this
the
shit.
S word.
Is an absolute debacle.
Oh
Now, what you really need to do is fire Ted Phillips on down. I don't think you need to fire Gase because he just got here.
Not Gase.
Gase is gone.
Yeah, Pace, I'm sorry. You don't need to fire Pace, he really just got here. He was just brought here and he made good moves, really, for the organization.
We made some great moves.
Yeah,
He made some great moves. But, like one of y'all said earlier, he made moves to rebuild.
Right.
But you brought in, like you said, John Fox. John Fox is not a rebuilder. You brought in him because you thought he could take you over the hump. Then, when reality set in and you can't, now all of a sudden it's a big rebuild, right? But you didn't bring John Fox in for that. The man just played in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, or a year ago, right? So you didn't bring him in for that. Now, everybody know you need to get rid of Cutler. You should have did that. You should have let it ride, give him his money, it's already in the bank.
So are we blaming this whole thing on Cutler?
not blaming
Not just him. I'm not saying Cutler.
There's some messed up stuff going on.
I'm not blaming the whole thing on Cutler, but you need to get rid of him. Everybody knew that, and you should have did it. You shouldn't have held on to him. So now you got a young squad. The Bears need to. They're going to draft a quarterback. Probably going to overdo it and draft 2 quarterbacks. But you have to draft a quarterback. They're going to bring in some hot shot, offensive coordinator kind of cat for a coach, and you're just going to do the young thing, so to speak. You're going to just rebuild.
Josh McDaniels.
What's wrong with Lawrence?
They probably will.
So you get rid of Fox already though?
Yeah.
He's 64 years. He's 64 years old. He's not gonna stick around for a
Why would you keep Fox? No, seriously.
He's 64 years old. He ain't
Seriously,
gonna stick
man.
around for a
Why would you keep Fox? He's not gonna want to be here.
He know what the
except
fuck
for the
he's
checks.
doing. Because Fox knows what he's
We
doing.
don't develop
He's
quarterbacks.
going nowhere. The man just was in the Super Bowl. What the hell? What the hell he want to sit in Soldier Field and watch these motherfuckers lose?
Listen,
Because he getting paid.
I'm gonna tell you where the problem is.
He already gonna get paid. He already gonna get paid. It's not about the money. John Fox got money.
And they would come out of their pocket. We ain't going nowhere.
Who?
No, John Fox.
Yeah.
Virginia McCaskey?
She ain't going nowhere.
What
John Fox is John Fox.
I don't want to say that.
She's gonna die in office.
They're gonna get rid of
Until
John
she's
Fox,
gone,
and it's gonna be a
We
mutual
won't see that
agreement.
change.
They're not gonna fire him. They're not gonna fire him. But it's gonna be a mutual agreement, and they're gonna say Fox and the Bears have parted ways. That's how they gonna
They're
phrase
not
it.
gonna get rid of
And it's gonna be like, hey man, we
They're not
building
gonna get rid of
we know
Fox.
you ain't on that. They gonna let him ride. Yes, they
First of
will.
all, they still
They
gotta
let
pay
him
Tressman, whether you realize or
No,
not.
this year's it.
They still,
This shit, you know.
but they're not gonna get rid of Fox
And that
next
was
year,
yet
and
another
then they're gonna
argument.
have to pay him. He had a 2-year deal.
That don't
Well,
go
no, I
against the books.
agree
He had a 2-year deal, so they're not, he's gonna be here next year.
Right.
He's gonna be here
That don't
next
mean
year. He's gonna be here next year.
I don't think so, man.
Okay,
I
so
don't think so.
we talking about the Bears. Let's get into some of the NFL stuff. So we just about at mid-season. We getting right there. So we starting to separate the real from the fake. Who look good? Who y'all think are the real squads and who not? So I'm gonna kick it off. Let's talk about your biggest surprises of the season. I'm gonna kick it off with B. Who's your biggest surprise this season so far?
I got two teams. Biggest surprises. Atlanta Falcons. Matty
Good call.
Ice.
Good call.
I
Good
mean,
call.
man,
Good
right
call.
there.
Man, what are they 4-2 right now? Nobody expect them to be 4-2. They sling that ball around. They playing defense. They playing hard. They doing that thing. But my second team is them boys. I know you hate them, but
Cowboy.
them boys. Dak is not playing like a rookie. He is doing his thing, and Romo should not touch that field as long as Dak is doing his
Good
thing.
point. Good point. Come on, KDL. Give me to you. Your biggest surprise.
My biggest surprise is Philadelphia, even though I think they're going to fall back now. Just tape out on Wentz, so they're going to fall back. He took my other one, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are balling out. They're balling out, man. Julio Jones is killing. Julio Jones is killing. The
They're spreading
Patriots,
that ball around, boy.
the Patriots kind of surprised me too, because without Tom Brady, you didn't think they were
Say
going
some teams for somebody else.
But it is surprising though, because you didn't think they were going to win.
Hey, they got a
You know what I
system.
mean?
That's a system.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Come on, Mark. What you got?
I got, even though the defense was good last year, but Minnesota,
Good call. Good call.
They made the,
To be undefeated.
they made the change. Got another quarterback, which nobody saw coming. They gave up a first rounder
Right,
for
they
him.
brought in Tissue Man.
Yeah, but he's balling out. He's
You
balling out.
call him tissue.
And the second one was Dallas. Dak Prescott, who they picked up in the fifth round.
Fifth round.
Fifth round, which is unbelievable to me. He's an NFL
He
quarterback.
brother made him from the fifth floor.
Yeah, he's
Brady,
LG, what you got?
Brady was in the 6th round.
LG, what you got?
Giants beat them,
Who you
though.
got?
But I mean, you know, I'm gonna go along with Kevin and say New England. You know, New England, they were out there starting quarterback for the first part of the year because of their system so strong that they wound up winning 3 out of those 4 games. And then Tom Brady back, and they just back to business as usual. So, you know, their start is sort of surprising to me. And my other team that's sort of surprising is the Chicago Bears. I thought that they were going to step up
Nice call.
and be a little better than what they were. A lot of injuries. We started off with my starting center being hurt, and that sort of shifted our entire offensive line.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just surprising that they couldn't pull out more than just 1 game this season.
All right, Danny, who you got?
I'm gonna go a little different, man. I'm gonna say them Green Bay Packers, man. Aaron Rodgers is looking like he
Mediocre.
actually is human.
Mediocre.
I'm just saying, You know, I can't stand the Green Bay Packers.
Mediocre.
Make no mistake about it.
He falls under disappointment.
Well,
That's a
I mean,
surprise,
it's still a
surprise,
surprise
surprise.
though, because last year was they don't have Jordy Nelson, not Jordy back, he healthy, and this boy just cannot find an open receiver, man. Until of course he played the Bears, you know.
But
what I'm
The
saying?
Bears held him for 3 quarters.
That will
I
be.
mean, it takes more. It's more than football.
That will be a shot.
Yeah, but
They run game and shots, so
listen,
now
I think something going on in that locker room.
Even before then, though,
What's going on,
man.
man?
Even against the Bears, Cobb was wide open in the end zone and he missed. When have you seen Rodgers miss somebody like that?
Like though, because Floyd was back there.
He always running for his life, man. That line ain't never really been great. It ain't never been great.
So I'll say this, my biggest surprise, I gotta go Minnesota, man, when Bridgewater went out. And Adrian Peterson is out, man. Everybody gets that. You know, AP been their backbone for years now.
They got some hungry running backs, man.
And whether we like to say it or not, Chicago, that defense is putting up 85 Bears numbers.
Yeah.
That Minnesota Vikings defense is a beast.
They not
So I'm going with
Man, shut
the
your
numbers. Go look at the numbers.
mouth, man.
The numbers are
Don't you compare that.
Go look at the numbers.
eyeball test tells you they're not the
Go look at the
85
numbers. Go look at the numbers.
Here's the
That's
thing,
all I'm
and
saying.
I'm gonna get Bears some credit on this. When you watch these defenses,
Write this down.
like they did the Ravens, and they did Pittsburgh, and they did
Not like the
Minnesota.
numbers. The numbers.
The
dog.
numbers.
Look at the numbers.
Statistics are statistics, but the eyeball test tells you that ain't the 85 Bears, man. When you watch the 85 Bears, people wouldn't even get first downs, man. You wouldn't even get first
Nobody
downs.
get first down Minnesota.
Like-
13 points a game.
Yeah, okay.
85 Bears giving up 17. Look the numbers up.
You can look at
It's
the
a
numbers.
big
But what does
difference.
the
You
eyeball
can't
test?
look at it all. Like,
What
it's
does
a
the
monster.
eyeball test tell you?
They winning with Sam Bradford. They undefeated with Sam Bradford.
Tissue.
And there's
Tissue, man.
But we talking about Giants fan anyway, so we ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah,
So
but-
look, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Another great episode of Humidor Sports. Hey, thank y'all for